थोड़ी देर का इंतजार और रह गया है। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी बस थोड़ी देर में पहुंचने वाले बीजेपी के मुख्यालय यानी कि नई दिल्ली में बीजेपी का जो हेडक्वार्टर्स है। और आज का दिन क्योंकि इसलिए अहम और भी हो जाता है क्योंकि आज अंबेडकर जी की जयंती भी है। तो इसी मौके पर और इसी दिन रविवार के दिन आज प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी बीजेपी मुख्यालय पहुंचने वाले हैं। बताया जा रहा है 8:30 बजे का वक्त होगा और उसके बाद बीजेपी का मैनिफेस्टो, वो उसे मैनिफेस्टो नहीं बोल रहे, वो उसे संकल्प पत्र बोल रहे हैं। जस्ट डेज अहेड ऑफ द लोकसभा इलेक्शंस, बीजेपी टुडे विल बी रिलीजिंग its Sankalp Patra for the general elections 2024. The manifesto that will be released at the party headquarters in the presence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The top brass of the BJP will also be present for this grand event and will accompany the Prime Minister in unveiling this Sankalp Patra. Now, when it comes to also the birth anniversary of B.R. Ambedkar, the towering leader from the Dalit community and architect of the Indian Constitution, this very day has been chosen by the BJP to release its vision for the next 5 years. BJP going all throttle when it comes to the state and actively pitching for 400 par in this Lok Sabha elections. And according to sources, BJP is likely to increase the amount of Ayushman and Kisan Samman Nidhi schemes as well. Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme की अगर बात की जाए उसे बढ़ाने की बात की जा रही है। प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी फिलहाल जो 6,000 रुपए पर साल देते हैं किसान सम्मान निधि योजना में, और उसके तहत बताया जा रहा है जो हाइलाइट्स हो सकते हैं आखिरकार पिछले मैनिफेस्टो यानी कि 2019 के जो संकल्प पत्र से लेकर वो भी दिन अगर आपको बता दें, इट वाज द 8th of April in 2019 when the previous संकल्प पत्र by the BJP was released. It was around 45 pages and when it comes to the highlights that time around was Sankalpit Bharat, Sakshat Bharat. This was the theme that was taken back in 2019. The key promises that have been made, many of them that have also been fulfilled in the last 5 years. Let's take a look at that. That includes Article 370, the abrogation that has already been done. Ram Mandir का मुद्दा प्राण प्रतिष्ठा इसी साल 22 जनवरी को हुई. यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड हमने देखा है कि उसके ऊपर लगातार चर्चा होती हुई नजर आ रही है. सिटीजनशिप अमेंडमेंट बिल, जहां तक इसके बारे में भी जब यूनियन होम मिनिस्टर अमित शाह ने बात करी तो उसे नोटिफाई कर दिया गया है. ये बड़े मुद्दे बताए जा रहे हैं. आखिरकार अगर और बात करें, reinforcing border security, doubling farmers income, zero tolerance approach to terrorism, ये लगातार प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जितनी भी अपनी रैलीज में संबोधित कर रहे हैं वो यहाँ पे बात कर रहे हैं कि आखिरकार देश की सुरक्षा की जो व्यवस्था है और हमारी डिफेंस फोर्सेस को जिस तरीके से खुली छूट दे रखी है कि आप डिसाइड करिए कि आखिरकार देश की सुरक्षा और सीमाओं को किस तरह से बचाकर रखना है आतंकी घटनाओं की तरफ से, वो हम सुधार देख पा रहे पिछले 5 सालों में. इवन व्हेन इट कम्स टू नेशनल सिक्योरिटी, वेलफेयर ऑफ सोल्जर्स, द अग्निवीर scheme, combating infiltration, all of these issues that were mentioned in the previous manifesto of 2019, many of those promises have been fulfilled. Now the report card, let's talk about the report card now. Abrogation of Article 370, that promise has been delivered. Construction of Ram Mandir, that promise has been delivered. CAA, the notification has been issued this year. Strengthening our armed forces, of course, when it comes to the budget that has been allocated of over 84,000 crore, that is the big boost that has been given. When it comes to the stamp on UCC or the Uniform Civil Code, the bill that has now been passed in Uttarakhand. Let's also talk about the implementation of the NRC in phased manner. That is one of the promises that is not been delivered yet. But even when it comes to the decoding of all of those promises that have been made, and this time around, what fresh promises are likely to be made by the BJP, we'll talk on that as well. Meanwhile, let's listen into the reactions first.
देखिए, जब आएगा घोषणा पत्र तो अच्छा होगा, देश के विकास का उसमें खाका होगा, आम आदमी गरीब कल्याण का उसमें खाका होगा. मैं समझता हूँ बहुत सोच समझ कर बनाया गया है और जब घोषणा पत्र सामने आएगा तो आप सभी लोग सब देश की जनता को बताएंगे.
तो आखिरकार ये विश्वास जताया जा रहा है कि इस बार जो भी नए वादे किए जाएंगे उसके ऊपर भी डिलीवर करेगी बीजेपी. जिस तरह से पिछले 2019 के वादों पर उन्होंने लगातार जो डिलीवरी का जो प्रॉमिस है और आश्वासन है वो दिया है. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द कांग्रेस पार्टी दिस टाइम बिकॉज व्हाट ऑल दे हैड प्रॉमिस्ड एंड एज फार एज द 20 बिग अनाउंसमेंट्स दैट हैव बीन मेड इन इट्स इलेक्शन मैनिफेस्टो, क्योंकि उन्होंने कहा था कि हाथ बदले का हालात, दैट हैज बीन द थीम दिस टाइम दैट द कांग्रेस मैनिफेस्टो हैड केप्ट. ऑन स्टेज इट वाज राहुल गांधी, कांग्रेस पार्टी प्रेसिडेंट मल्लिकार्जुन Sonia Gandhi and top leaders as well, promising on a nationwide caste census, MSP guarantee per Swaminathan recommendation, auto disqualification when it comes to the defectors, that means MPs and MLAs, will form also NJC to the appointment of judges, will probe the absconders BJP link, especially when it comes to those who have fled the country, and even when it comes to will encourage a personal law reform as well, write off on students loan. Even when it comes to the Agnipath scheme, this time the Congress party party has said that they will abolish it if they come to power. They will remove it. The probe also on the electoral bonds, what they call as a scam, a law to recognize civil unions for LGBTQIA, and even will make a NEET and CUET optional for state governments. Will reserve at least 50% of the central government jobs for women in 2025. Will open Indira canteens in collaboration with states. National minimum wage की बात अगर की जाए तो 400 रुपए पर दिन की जो है लिमिट वो रखी गई है. वोटिंग वाया ईवीएम्स, लेकिन वहीं पर उनका जो मैच है वीवीपैट्स के साथ वो कराने की भी बात की जा रही है. प्लानिंग कमीशन को रिस्टोर करने की बात की जा रही है, जिसके तहत हमने देखा था कि नीति आयोग आया था. और विजिलेंटी ग्रुप्स विल नॉट बी एबल टू सेंसर और इंटिमिडेट आर्टिस्ट एज वेल. पॉलिसी दैट विल सी फेवर इन बिजनेसेस दैट क्रिएट जॉब्स इन एम्प्लॉयमेंट. और उसी के साथ स्टेबल पर्सनल टैक्स स्लैब्स थ्रू आउट द टर्म, उसके बारे में भी बात करी है कांग्रेस पार्टी ने. यहीं पर सुप्रीम कोर्ट को लेकर भी 2 डिविजन्स की बात की जा रही है सुप्रीम कोर्ट की अपॉइंटमेंट के जजेस के तहत. तो हमने देखा है दीज आर द प्रॉमिसेस दैट आर बीन मेड दिस टाइम बाय द कांग्रेस पार्टी, मेनी ऑफ देम आल्सो हाइलाइटिंग व्हाट दे विश टू अंडू और व्हाट द मोदी सरकार इन द लास्ट 10 years have done. All right. In the meantime, let me go across to our reporters joining us live. We have Pragya, we have Mohit, both of them live. Good morning to both of you. Pragya, आज important दिन होने वाला है. हमारे गेस्ट भी हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे. थोड़ी देर में बस इंतजार है प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का पहुंचने का.
एब्सोल्युटली अमिता, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट दिन है और बहुत सिग्निफिकेंट दिन है. पहले क्या होता था कि मैनिफेस्टो के जो रेलिवेंस है वो खत्म होते जा रहे थे पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज के. एंड इफ यू रिमेंबर लास्ट टाइम इट केम very late. In fact, the relevance of it were lost on the first phase voters itself. This time, the BJP has decided to ensure that the manifesto comes on time and people will know what the Modi government will do if they come to power in 2024. This is exactly what is happening right now here. We are at the BJP extension office where Prime Minister would be present to unveil Modi ki guarantee, which is promise, Sankalp, Patra or Bhajpa, BJP as well. Remember, this is the blueprint of the government as well. Prime Minister has always emphasized that whatever promises they had made, they have fulfilled, and juxtapose BJP with the Congress as well while doing that. This is BJP, and also the manifesto, what it do is Prime Minister has been saying that they will come to power again in 2024. And if that happens, this manifesto will become the base and the foundation of the policies that government will form. So what we'll know from the manifesto is what the government is going to do in next 1 year and 2 year or 5 years of the term if they get it after 2024 election. This is why this manifesto is very, very significant. We have learned that there are going to be big promises, big ticket promises in this manifesto as well, and it will lay down the the blueprint of the government policies and also give the direction in which the Modi government, if it voted to power in 2024, will take the country in.
All right, those are the updates that are now coming in as we are expecting that the Prime Minister shortly will be reaching the BJP headquarters in the national capital. Of course, today's day is all the more important, the significance that is now being attached to the 14th of April, because here is the Prime Minister also will be reaching the Parliament, the new Sansad building, as far as paying tributes to B.R. Ambedkar, the founder of the Indian Constitution. The Prime Minister thereafter, we are told, will be releasing the Sankalp Patra. After that, he pays tributes to B.R. Ambedkar. Well, Mohit is with us right now, but let me also introduce Mr. Rajagopalan, sir. Good morning to you. Tushar Gupta also joining us. Good morning to you as well, Tushar. I'll just come to you. Let me take a quick live from our reporters there on ground. Mohit, first, when it comes to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, will be remembering the contributions made by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, today being the important day, his Jayanti, and thereafter he will be heading to the BJP headquarters.
Well, yes, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and he has been doing this every year, that he will be paying his tributes to Dr. Ambedkar, and after that he will he'll be coming to the BJP headquarters over here. Now, BJP headquarters is all decked up. I'll show you the scenes over here. Now, the posters of Prime Minister Narendra Modi have been put over here, and there are various posters that have been put inside which say, "Ab ki baar 400 par, fir ek baar Modi Sarkar." But you see, the whole premise of this manifesto of the BJP will be focusing on Gyan. That is, the Prime Minister has always talked about the Gyan combination, Garib Yuva, Annadata and Nari Shakti. Now, pro-poor scheme, welfare schemes of the Prime Ministers have been a big hit on the ground when it comes to the electoral politics, and that is why the focus will be on the welfare scheme and about the development of the people. And this particular manifesto of the BJP, which they call a Sankalp Patra, will also have a vision for 2047. Now, remember that earlier BJP had made promises like abrogation of Article 370, construction of Ram Temple. Now that has happened. So what would be the agenda of the BJP in terms of the cultural part of the manifesto, the Hindutva part of the manifesto? That remains to be seen. But the focus will be that how exactly India will become the third largest economy in next 5 to 10 years, that how exactly the poor of the country will be getting the benefits of the government schemes.
Right, as we are showing the pictures of the inside, the live pictures that are now coming in of the preparations that have been made, the entire setup inside the BJP headquarters. There you can see Modi ki guarantee. Modi ki guarantee this time around is being said, Rajagopalan sir, that would be the theme this year of the BJP Sankalp Patra. Modi ki guarantee.
Guarantee is the popular slogan. Abki baar 400 ki paar, abki paar Modi Sarkar. And moreover, Amrita, the governance part is based on the manifestos of every political party if they come to power. But whereas in the Bharatiya Janata Party, the 8 manifestos which I have seen in person since the inception of BJP, they have fulfilled all the promises. The major promise was Ram Mandir and Triple Talaq, Article 370. These things have been done. Now they look for 2047. What they want to know, Viksit Bharat. And moreover, women development, as your correspondent Mohit has just now mentioned, their importance is only for Nari Shakti. Second thing, Amrita, I tell you, delivery. First of all, if you compare Congress manifesto with the would-be releasing the BJP manifesto, for the first time, Congress manifesto revealed a very important point that they will run the parliament for 100 days. This same political party is obstructing constructive discussions. So they are coming out with that type of false narrative. So therefore, BJP manifesto and Congress manifesto are fake versus truth. Whereas BJP is implementing almost all the points we have highlighted. In the case of Congress, it's only a fake narrative, false narrative, and moreover, Congress is doing a freebies and without any substance. For instance, 1 lakh rupees a year. How would they manage it? They cannot do it. Whereas in BJP, they have implemented. If they raise,
well, sir, I'm looking at the posters inside there, the inside pictures that are now coming inside the BJP headquarters where the Prime Minister is shortly expected. Tushar, वहाँ पे लाइन लिखी गई है कि हर पर देश के लिए 24/7 for 2047. तो ये विजन शायद आने वाले 5 सालों के लिए नहीं, सीधा विजन 2047 के लिए बताया जा रहा है. शायद इंक्लूड किया जा सकता है आज के संकल्प पत्र में. तुषार,
गुड मॉर्निंग अमिता, गुड मॉर्निंग टू राजगोपालन सर. देखिए, जो आज भाजपा काम कर रही है वो 2047 का नींव रखने का काम है. वी आर creating the foundation of the Amrit Kaal. We are creating the foundation of a developed India. And if you have to compare the Congress and the BJP, look, the Congress wants to buy the votes of the people. The BJP wants to earn them. Today, if you're talking about the BJP manifesto on a Sunday morning, it's because their manifesto, whatever they've put out in 2014 and 2019, it has credibility. They have delivered on what they have promised. Be it the big promises of Kashmir, CAA, or even the Ram Mandir Pran Pratishtha ceremony that was done wonderfully earlier this year, or be the smaller promises, the entire socio-economic transformation of the rural ecosystems. You see where we were 10 years ago. We were in the loop of the roti kapda makan. आजादी से लेकर 2014 तक एक सिंपल पोल प्रॉमिस होता था, रोटी कपड़ा मकान, गरीबी हटा देंगे. आज हमारी बात क्या है? Today we talk about आत्मनिर्भरता, innovation, entrepreneurship, wealth creation. So this mentality shift in the last 10 years, this is why we are discussing the BJP manifesto today, because it comes with a certain level of credibility. अब कांग्रेस बात करती है जाति जनगणना की, कास्ट सेंसस, रिजर्वेशंस. उनका काम है देश को बांटना. और उनका अगर आप मैनिफेस्टो उठा के देखिए, किसी से भी बात करें, एंटरप्रेन्योर्स से बात करें, जॉब सीकर्स से बात करें, एस्पिरेंट से बात करें, इट कम्स अक्रॉस एज अ वेरी रिग्रेसिव मैनिफेस्टो. मैं तो यह तक कहूंगा कि कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी का मैनिफेस्टो कांग्रेस पार्टी के मैनिफेस्टो से ज्यादा प्रोग्रेसिव लगता है. बट द बीजेपी मैनिफेस्टो, or the BJP ideology now, it's forward-looking. It talks about hard economics. It talks about hard infrastructure. It talks about tangible deliverables that can actually enhance the life of the people, and that is why people are looking forward to it.
Absolutely, but that remains a point also, Mr. Rajagopalan sir, what Tushar was mentioning, because more of the Congress party manifesto line seems to be undoing what Modi Sarkar has done in the last 10 years.
Yeah, you are absolutely right, Amrita. Tushar has elaborately explained about the Viksit side, 2047. Whereas I would like to compare, taking certain ideas and clue from Mr. Tushar Gupta, I would like to say that Congress and Communist manifestos are put together or detrimental to the growth of India. And they want that India to be, split, bifurcated like that. And CPM manifesto talks about no nuclear policy. Then how is the guarantee about Pakistan and China? They are all nuclear power states. Therefore, Narendra Modi, even day before yesterday, Amrita, you saw how Mr. Narendra Modi was very close with the game developers. So therefore, Narendra Modi has got a vision, whereas Congress is only for commission.
But the development besides a roadmap also for Viksit Bharat, Tushar, that has been the core agenda that we have seen Prime Minister Narendra Modi repeatedly taking up that point as far as development of this entire country is concerned, and also reminding the people of what his government has done in the last 5 years. National security has been at the top. Ram Mandir has been also coming and has found a mention multiple times. Even when it comes to taking on the opposition, Parivarwad dynastic politics also has been on an issue that has been talked largely by the Prime Minister.
Absolutely, Amita. And to add to what you said, one of the most underrated achievements of this government under Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the last 5 years was the management of the economy under the COVID pandemic. You remember where were we in March 2020? A complete nationwide lockdown, a double-digit contraction of the economy, yet Narendra Modi, as the Prime Minister, did not give in to the temptation of just cash drops to the people of India. It was a very agile approach to the pandemic. Aapne Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana se shuruaat kari, 80 crore people ensured food security. Then you moved to the MHNC Credit Guarantee Line program, which again was instrumental in saving around 1.46 million MSMEs, more than 15 million jobs. And it prevented rupees 2 trillion worth of loans from going into NPA, which would have been a huge problem. तो आप पूरी अप्रोच देखिए अगर प्राइम मिनिस्टर की, चाहे वो 2014 से ऊपर अगर हम 2019 से बात करें, इट्स बीन अ वेरी एजाइल अप्रोच. इट्स बीन अबाउट इम्प्रोवाइजेशन. वो दिन गए कि हम एक सेट बुक ऑफ रूल्स या लॉज से सरकार चलाते थे. टुडे दिस गवर्नमेंट बिलीव्स इन अ लॉट ऑफ फीडबैक फ्रॉम द ग्राउंड, अ लॉट ऑफ इम्प्रोवाइजेशन, लॉट ऑफ ट्वीकिंग. यू सी हाउ द GST has worked since 2017. Another big achievement of the last 10 years. It has always been a work in progress. So this government has been mindful of what the people also want. The manifesto is a direction that the BJP wants to tell the people that this is where we want to take the country. But beyond that, they are enabling people on the ground. You look at the Lakpati Didis. आपको मैं एक बहुत सिंपल सा एग्जांपल देता हूँ, एक कंपैरिजन देता हूँ. राहुल गांधी कहते हैं हम सालाना हर महिला को, गरीब महिला को 1 लाख रुपए देंगे. प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी कहते हैं we'll create self-help groups, we'll enable them with all the facilities they need from the banks and wherever, and with infrastructure, and we'll make sure they're in a position to earn rupees 1 lakh rupees. So there is Congress which is creating dependency on the state, wahi roti kapda makan wali mentality, and then there is the BJP which is saying let's talk of आत्मनिर्भरता. विकसित भारत में हर कोई एक स्टेक होल्डर है, चाहे वो एक गांव की महिला हो, शहर का कोई टैक्स पेयर हो, everyone is an equal stakeholder, and let's enable everyone. So this difference of mentality also as to how the both governments, UP and the NDA, approach the people of India, that is also very, very important. And today we'll see that reflecting in the manifesto. Rahul Gandhi कहते कहीं भी जाते वो बात करते जितनी आबादी उतना हक, जाति जनगणना कराने. प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी क्या कहते हैं? 4 जातियां, गरीब, युवा, अन्नदाता और नारी. So their entire work, their entire policy is tweaked to Gyan.
Well, because you mentioned Rahul Gandhi, let me bring in Mr. Rajagopalan sir. Kyunki Rajagopalan sir, wherever Rahul Gandhi goes, he highlights the promises made by the Congress party in the poll manifesto. He says कि 1 लाख रुपए transfer कर दिए जाएंगे when it comes to one female from the poverty-stricken household, which comes to over 8,500 rupees per month. और जहां तक अगर बात की जाए when it comes to the farmer loan waiver, उसके बारे में भी वो तमिलनाडु में बात करते हुए नजर आए. लेकिन बीआरएस और बीजेपी रिमाइंड कर रही है तेलंगाना में सर के 100 दिन हो गए आपकी सरकार को, लेकिन ये प्रॉमिस अभी तक तो डिलीवर किया नहीं आपने.
अमृता, सुबह सुबह राहुल गांधी का नाम नहीं लेना प्लीज, क्योंकि राहुल गांधी का नाम 1947 है, whereas नरेंद्र मोदी का नंबर है 2047. सो देयरफॉर 19-20 का फर्क नहीं है, 100 का फर्क है. सेकंड थिंग, राहुल गांधी नैरेटिव्स आर ऑल फॉल्स and he wants to divide the nation. In the proper implementation of the Congress manifesto, if you did, you will have some 100 lakh crores to implement that type of promises. So these are false narratives. Communist and Congress have come together. That is.
Chaliye sir, we'll focus back on the Prime Minister and also the today's updates that we're expecting. Mohit, I believe, has some updates to share upon the arrival of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in short while. Yes, Mohit, over to you.
Well, Amrit, in some time from now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be reaching the BJP headquarters extension. But the glimpse of manifesto can be seen over here with all the billboards that have been put up, with all the posters that have been put up. You can see over there, huge poster of Modi ki guarantee has been put up. And what exactly the Prime Minister and this government has delivered for the people on the ground, for the beneficiaries, for women, what exactly they have done, they're all being put up over here. I'll show you one by one. I'll ask my camera person to follow me that what exactly the guarantees are of the Prime Minister that have been fulfilled. Jal Jeevan Mission, 11.4 crore connections have been given. When you talk about the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, and these are the huge posters that have been put over here. We talk about Prime Minister Modi's guarantee, and this time around the Sankalp Patra, as the BJP says, will focus on Modi ki guarantee, and that is where we can expect that the manifesto will be all on these lines. The Gyan combination that the Prime Minister talk about, Garib, Yuva, Annadata, Nari Shakti, Kisan. So clearly that is the focus of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government. And what exactly is Modi ki guarantee that the BJP talks about? That is about the deliverables that have been given on the ground. Now that the abrogation of Article 370 has taken place, now that the construction of Ram Mandir has taken place, the cultural aspect or the Hindutva aspect of this particular manifesto, that remains to be seen what would be the part. But when it comes to the BJP office over here where the manifesto will be launched,
मोदी की गारंटी ये है कि मोदी की जितनी गारंटीज हैं उन्हें वो पूरा जरूर करेंगे. And the Prime Minister, as far as all of those posters that can be seen outside the BJP headquarters, only forecast that he believes in is the youth, the women, the farmers and the poor. And keeping this view, several measures for upliftment for these sections of society will be amongst those highlights that are expected in the BJP Sankalp Patra.